This is one of the hardest questions that I can get. Because it all depends. Who are you with? What have you been eating today? What's the occasion? There are so many things playing a role in the wow factor when it comes to whiskey. Well, when it comes to the wow factor on whiskeys, I got it explained like this. The first time you try a whiskey, if it gives you a wow feeling, it's a wow whiskey. And the guy asking me this question was asking me, which are your top three wow whiskeys? And of course, when he's asking me that question, I need to think, because there is a lot of wow whiskeys out there, and I've tried a lot of them. But today I'm showing you my top 3 wow whiskeys, and we're starting off with number 3. This is a whiskey that I tried for the first time last year. I was standing with a friend of mine selling cigars on a whiskey fair, and there was a guy that I know who came up to me and says that you have to try this whiskey. And I'm like, sure, I want to try whiskey, I like whiskey, so give it to me. And I smelled it. On the nose there was like caramel, there's some toffee apple and some malty something. It's a good nose, it's really good. And I tried it. It's like, wow, it's full-bodied, it's rich, honey, nuts, there is some caramel, and it's a long finish. It's sticking in my mouth for a very long time, and it's so wet and soft in my mouth. It's just gliding down my throat. It's like, what is this? I didn't know, you don't know, but I'll let you know right now. It's the most expensive whiskey that I got in my shelf. It's the Highland Park 25 years. And to be honest, I don't like spending that amount of money on a whiskey. It's like $600 here in Norway. I know that some places in the US it's like $800 or even more. And you can get like 5 great whiskeys instead of one wow whiskey. But remember, this was only number 3 on my list. Number 2 and number 1 is even better, in my opinion. The first time I heard about this whiskey was on YouTube. There's a lot of YouTubers talking about this whiskey, and all the YouTubers I've seen has been talking good stuff about the whiskey. So I had to try it. I was going to the Wine Monopoly, as a liquor store is called in Norway. I bought it, I brought it home, and I poured a Glencairn. And I nosed it. Citrus, dried fruit, herbs, there is some toffee. There's a lot of toffee actually. Soft toffee. You know this soft square caramel toffee something? Fudge. Smells really good. Smells really soft. And when I tried it, oh, wow, this is a great whiskey. It's powerful, it's long-lasting, it has rich, full-bodied flavors of dried fruits, there's honey, there's citrus, malt, there is so many good things. I even think I got some butter in there. It's a very, very good whiskey. For me, this is a high wow. It's second place, so there is one even better. But this one, it costs in Norway approximately $65, so it's nearly 1/10 of the Highland Park 25. It's the Craigellachie 13. I mean, the first time I tried this, as I just told you, it was a huge wow factor, and I really, really loved it the first time. And for $65, you can't ask for more. I was talking to a guy on a whiskey fair one time, and we were talking about the peated whiskey. I love peated whiskey, so did he. I also like sherry cask finished whiskey, and so did he. And he told me about this whiskey that I just had to try because it was the best whiskey he had ever tried. And I was like, okay, they don't have it at my store, but I can order it to the store online. So I did, I bought it, and with this one as well. I brought it home and I poured the Glencairn. And I nosed it. Straight away there is smoke, but there's also sherry. And there is oak, dried chili, peppers. There is very interesting notes here. And when I tasted it, wow, when you're combining the sherry with the smokiness, the oakiness, herbs, orange peel, there's coffee, there's tobacco, there is seawater, there is saltiness there, and there's pepper. There is so many good flavors in here that this is just a high wow factor in my whiskey world. I don't know how you like this one, but it's the Legic 18. The Legic 18 is my favorite whiskey so far because it has this perfect amount of peat. There is sherry cask flavors, there's all these other flavors from salt and pepper and tobacco and herbs and whatnot. There is so many good flavors here that the wow factor is high even now. I just gotta say that this shows for me that the price isn't everything. Number 3 was approximately $600, number 2 was $65, and this one is approximately $150. So you don't have to pay a lot of money to get a good wow whiskey. Thank you so much for sticking around all the way till the end. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, it really helps. And if you agree or disagree, please let me know in the comments down below. It's always fun to read your comments and to chat a bit with you. And until next time, cheers!
I was tripping like a baboon on the Serengeti. She said second session. She said Saturday sounds so sweet.